liberalism is a mental disorder inspired by the Mark Dice YouTube channel. Some piece of shit cunt. I believe she's the vice president of CBS Business Affairs. I think that's her title. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But with the Vegas shooting, she had said something on her. She had posted a tweet saying that, saying something like, she has no sympathy for the victims of the Vegas shooting because very likely they were Trump supporters, because Trump supporters like country music. I'm not a fan of Hillary Clinton supporters. Do they deserve to get mowed down in a hail of bullets for being at a fucking music concert, for minding their own business and living their life? Whether I like the musician or not, whether she's the fucking piece of shit cunt Kate Perry out of touch hoe, or trying to think what other fucking musician puts out propaganda of shit. If you like them, you like them. But I think what would be just is simply discussing ideas, discussing the truth. And the moment we just start becoming gunslingers, and again, I love the Second Amendment. Set the right to bear arms. Get them mixed up, but I definitely love firearms, pistols, revolvers, hunting rifles, sniper rifles. Definitely got a taste for them in the Marine Corps. But just like a car, it's not a fucking toy. They can cause damage. But to say such a thing like that, even for me, for a motherfucker that talks a lot of shit, everyone has a freedom of speech. But as I believe Ben Shapiro said, that you do have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from consequences. And anyone can have that opinion. But I think it's damaging when people that have a white audience say shit like that, because then it'll make fools think, yeah, you know what, we should just go out and shoot these Trump supporters, go out and fucking massacre, and with idiots with firearms, idiots with knives, with swords, with fucking trucks, with many ways to create havoc, pain, death, to people just minding their own business. I think it's one should be very careful in using hurtful words that call for violence. I think that piece of shit Muslim scum, how many did he kill? 68 or 74? I could be wrong on that number, but it was in Nice that he ran over Bunch of motherfuckers. Because I don't think there's a gun issue. Nope, not at all. Yeah, but you know, you would say something else if they were shooting at your ass. If someone tried to kill me, which people have tried, with a firearm, a pistol, machete, chokehold, or fucking vehicle, or a fucking big ass Bible or something, I wouldn't say we should ban those things, because then by eliminating those things, I will have not, my life will be safe. No, someone hates you, they will hurt you. Period. And I think about all the fucking miserable, not miserable, deluded cunts, deluded celebrity cunts that are not in touch with reality, that say ban all guns as they hire bodyguards with weapons and weapons training. Even some of these fucking Hollywood celebrities hire Mossad motherfuckers, Israeli Mossad special force, that know how to lay the smack down, man. You're not getting one of these piece of shit fucking Mickey Mouse fucking security guards. You're getting a fucking killer. Smart motherfucker, you know. And these guys are protecting these celebrities. You know, it's our fault. It's our fault. We buy these people's albums or watch their TV shows, watch their movies, and give them just a wider and bigger platform to talk shit about, spread misinformation. And I think the only thing, the most effective thing to do is speak up on this. Most effective way to be civilized about this is to speak up on it. Because these liberal fucks want to take away our 4 more limitations on gun ownership. Opening borders, just print up more money, who cares? Not holding people accountable for their actions. It's ludicrous. It's insane. It's a mental disorder. Trying to work this biomechanical stuff here. You know, when I draw this sort of stuff, it's my, if I'm using proper grammar, my illustrated search for what lies within the thought process. Creepy looking things, the unknown. And the more we just kick the can further down the road, instead of thinking, looking at your competitors, your enemies, people that you don't like, the opposite point of view, if we avoid that, we will not learn. And even when I see, well, and I can see the logic. I don't agree with it, but I see the logic that they say of limiting the firearms to the mentally ill when we barely know just about anything, when our insight is limited, not conclusive as to how the mind works. And when can we say, why wouldn't a tyrant, a president, especially a Democratic one, a left one, a liberal leader, just say, you know what, it's dangerous for all you guys whose last name begins with a Z. You guys should not own one. Statistically speaking, those are the guys that snap. As I yawn over here with my lack of caffeine. And then before you know it, the people whose last names begin with R. And then later on, 5 years from now, the last name whose letters begin with the letter D. I think, you know, why would what does the cliche go? A people should not fear its government that should fear its people. And when you have an armed country, an armed civilization, an armed population, I'm pretty sure you're a lot less likely to run death squads like Hitler did. If the Jews were able to have firearms and fight the Nazis. And I'm not too clear on that, on the gun laws at the time for the Jews during that time. But I'm guessing that if you had a firearm and there were actual death squads, how the death squads would be more reluctant, get more fight back. We get more fighting back. Was it the Tutsis? The Tuts, was it Rwanda, I believe, where the genocide occurred? I think of millions. Because over government radio, it hinted to the people to lash out, burn to a crisp the others, and killing churches full of these motherfuckers, and seeing survivors who just survived because they fell asleep, hid amongst the dead bodies. An unarmed population. People will always say, no, that could never happen to here. You think Rome thought that when they were king shit? Greece thought about that they were invincible. The Spartans thought that they were invincible. No, man, humans will be humans. And I think whenever we attempt to limit protection, limit self-defense, limit the ability for people to defend themselves, that will only make the bad guy stronger. And I think of the times where I could have blasted someone in the fucking head, but because it was only a fight at the time, only a fight. And I don't see it like that. If you mind your own business and someone wants to start a fight with you, no, you don't be a fucking idiot. That fight, you slip backwards, you lose momentum, lose your balance, get stunned, land on a fucking sidewalk twisted, with your fucking head angled against the sidewalk. You don't think paralysis or death is possible? But no, man, you can't help out. You can't shoot him in the head or slam a chair against the thief, the assaulter, the criminal. I'm trying to think of what where people have been robbed and for shooting the firearm and killing the motherfucker. It's person got charged. A lot of these things that I hear or read about or see on YouTube, I think, fuck, man. I do my best to, and it's counterproductive, right? Because if I want to share the story, and on purpose, I tend to just forget about it and think, you know what, fucking, I live in, as someone called it, a California. I need to be real careful that it's the that they're breaking the threshold of your business or home, that your life is in critical fucking danger, that they've actually got not just a gun, not only that they have a gun, not only is it pointed at you, but they gotta have the fucking finger on the trigger. They have to be directly inside your business, directly behind the counter, and then you can take action. And I'm not telling you from fucking, from what I've read in the book, but from experience, man. And all these motherfuckers that just want open borders, ban guns. How many of, if you're one of these motherfuckers, if you want open borders, fucking, paint a sign in front of your house that says free milk and cookies for anyone that needs them. Just come in through my home. I'll be asleep from midnight to 5 a.m. So if I'm not awake, just walk on in and grab some milk and cookies. No, dog, I ain't gonna let no strangers in here. No, man. Man, these topics do bug me because I think I could really be a fool and just put the camera to my face and be like, you know, all your liberals, You're ruining America, you're betraying. But instead working on my biomechanical piece here and just sharing my thoughts, because I'm gonna echo waste time just whining, man. And if anything, again, I believe that capitalism can give you great results with if you have the financial power to and the wide audience to make shit happen. And recently I've been listening to the POW talks on the Jocko podcast YouTube channel, man, and they've been moving, man, because fuck, man, these are fucking men, wow, just not just because they survived the POW council, because of the values, the integrity they still hold after now that they're in the civilian world. And it's fucking beautiful, because there's just so much whining that I see. Oh my God, why aren't you guys paying me more? Why don't you guys keep me safe? Why don't you guys do this? No, man, there's scum out there. I know that there are motherfuckers out there that would easily blast me for what I've got. I'm pretty sure there are probably certain streets or alleys throughout the world that if I was to go around with one of my big booty or big titty girlfriends, that they probably would not be reluctant, hesitate to put a bullet in my head and fucking do her harm. Just pieces of shit out there, man. And you could just be a lame fuck, a weak motherfucker that's scared of the world, that really is scared of the world, and just stay on your little block, do your little routine, work here, sleep at A point, sleep and cook at A point, the home, go to work at B point, and get your supplies at C and D point, and just maybe if you think about E and F for place of entertainment. And that's it, that's life. Because you're too much of a chicken shit motherfucker to go explore and be like, look, I know I am smart, I know that I have talent, I know that I have a kick-ass product, a competitive product or service that I can make a buck with. This is fucking America. Fucking we're fucking illegal immigrants with fucking not gas money in their pocket, gas fume money in their pocket. Become multi-millionaire, successful, positive role model entrepreneurs. If they could do it without apps, without smartphones, without a GPS, I can do it. And it bugs me, man, because again, if you like my artwork, my drawing, you got a lot of talent, you got skills. No. If anything, I'd probably be more comfortable if you were to say, hey, you're a stubborn motherfucker that wants to expand the collection, his audience, and voice. That's awesome. I'm like, thank you. What are you up to? Because I think when we start saying, "Oh, that motherfucker's gifted and amazing," I think that sort of limits us. It puts us in a position that, oh, they are that sort of people. They are the gifted people. They are the talented people, unlike me. And I think that puts doubt in people. You know, there are motherfuckers that I know have stronger legs than me. That have more strength in their legs, a wider step, better nutrition, who haven't pushed their bodies to the limits that I have. There are people that, plenty of motherfuckers that could smoke my ass in drawing and painting, airbrushing, so many. But are too chicken shit, have too much doubt to make it happen, and it's, man, that's sad, man. You know, fuck a funeral, fuck your funeral, man. That's nothing. That's what you're fucking. That's a vacation, right? But it's sad when this, whatever you want to call it, the spirit, the soul, the energy, the chi, the ego, whatever it is inside of you that fucking dies. That, you know what? Should I say die or should I say you murder? One murders in the lake of doubt. And it makes you want to punch a motherfucker, thinking, snap the fuck out of it. No, stop, man. Stop. And I think it's time to talk about this, discuss it. Will you lose friends? Yes. Will you lose business contacts? Yes. Will you lose business? Yes. People going to get mad? Yes. People going to get butthurt? Yes. But the ones that are left, you can hug and be like, thanks, man. Thanks for understanding. Even the ones that disagree. There are people that I have great dinners with. Totally opposite on the political spectrum. Totally opposite. But they're good people. I'm actually lost for words right now because man, it's very distracting when I just hear all these excuses, whining, and doubt because, again, you know, fuck the funeral, that's nothing. It's a person who's alive and just dead. You know, they put themselves in a mental prison. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what's one thing that I very, very likely cannot do? Very, very likely, right? Is a slam dunk on an NBA length height hoop. I'm supposed to do that jump straight up by momentum and pure skill without nothing to spring me up. I think it's highly, highly unlikely. But many other things. It's possible. Possible. I think we just need to be aware of what's possible, what's difficult, what's really impossible, what's improbable, what will be a challenge, what would be an honor. What do I really want to fucking do? I can do that. I can do this. Now that's going to be hard. Oh shit, how is that going to work? I think the memory's going to get full right now in a minute from this video. So if it cuts out. No, man, no excuses, man. I need to work on my collection of work. Network it, print it out, silk screen it, plug it into the system of capitalism, and make other shit happen. And the simple solution is this: take action. Take action. I think it's the 33-minute mark that the video gets full. But as usual, make it happen. Go forward. No excuses. Failure is okay, but not quitting.